When Bill Kohler's 9-year-old son named Ayden was diagnosed with terminal cancer, his whole world came crashing down. The brave boy and his father refused to give up without a fight and stuck together as long as they could. But when Ayden told him, "Dad, I give up," Bill realized the battle was over, and what the father said next was heartbreaking. In August 2016, Ayden Ziegler Kohler was a typical 9-year-old boy. Like many little boys his age, Ayden was extremely active and loved to play soccer. But later that month, Ayden's life and his family's changed in the blink of an eye. It happened when the little boy had been at soccer practice and suddenly collapsed. Consequently, his parents took him to a nearby hospital. The doctors told him their son had suffered a concussion. However, in the following days, Ayden's condition had begun to worsen. He was losing his ability to speak and some of his motor skills. It was then that Ayden's father first realized that something was very wrong with his son. Doctors later discovered a tumor in Ayden's brain extending from the brainstem to the cerebellum. He was then diagnosed with a rare form of cancer known as diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, or DIPG. Doctors also estimated that little Ayden might only have a year to live, so now all his father could do was watch his son wither before his eyes. He was so tired, Bill told local media. In March 2017, he had to carry him everywhere. He couldn't walk well and lost motor function. He was constantly going to sleep, and the look in his eye showed grogginess as if he wasn't even there. Of course, Ayden received medical attention to try to limit the pain. Radiation treatment helped the disease, but in the end, any positive effect would prove to be only temporary. Understandably a heartbreaking moment for the family, it was incredibly overwhelming for Ayden's father, as the two had always been close. In fact, the doting father claimed that it was his son who saved his life. That's because before Ayden was born, Bill served in the military for 17 years as a medic. And when he came home in 2006, the veteran had to battle depression and anxiety. "Remembering everything I had to live through over there was a nightmare. I was isolated and started taking quite a bit," Bill said in an interview. "Nothing was going right for me, but then Ayden was born. He was my light in the darkness. Having him in my arms on my chest was the best thing in my life." Once that happened, it was like many good things started to happen. Eventually, the man was in therapy and got better. As a result, Bill never gave up hope of seeing his little Ayden.
Always had hope, even to the end. Never lost hope.
Even committing himself to study the rare form of cancer his son had. He also had faith that a medical breakthrough could save him. Although he was a doctor, what happened was out of his hands, as it was not his specialty. In the meantime, the family focused on spending as much time as possible with Ayden between doctor's appointments and chemotherapy. They worked to create cherished memories with Ayden, fulfilling his every wish. In helping fund the boy's dreams, loved ones, friends, and strangers donated more than $120,000. As a result, the family enjoyed fishing expeditions together. Ayden would spend almost all of his time in nature, as it was one of his most treasured places to be. A particularly poignant moment for the family came when a Pennsylvania playgroup asked Ayden to visit some bear cubs. Since Ayden could no longer walk then, Bill took the bears with him, who petted the boy's face and stood against him. Ayden also enjoyed soccer and basketball games and even got to meet some well-known players as well as WWE wrestling stars, and a basketball team gave him free season tickets. Unfortunately, however, Ayden never got to attend. In March 2017, his health took a turn for the worse. The little boy could no longer walk, no longer eat on his own, and could no longer breathe properly. He finally told his heartbroken father something no parent wants to hear: "Dad, I give up." It was the moment Bill had dreaded, but he knew his little boy had done everything he could. "If you've fought as hard as you can and you feel like you've had enough, I promise you it's okay to give up," he told his son. "If people gather to remember me, I want them to dance, sing, and take group pictures," said the boy. "And if anyone asks how I want to be remembered, please say happy, funny, wise, loving, and selfless father." Those were Ayden's final wishes. Shortly thereafter, Ayden died at home with his family present. It had been only 7 months since his diagnosis, and the boy was only 10 years old at the time. Bill had been preparing to speak on camera about his family's anguish. However, after watching his son's departure, he abandoned his statement but forgot to turn off his microphone. Consequently, the device recorded his last heartbreaking conversation with his son. "I'm sorry I couldn't do more," he whispered to his deceased baby. "You wanted to be in a better place? Now you can go there. Go, run, play again. You've given me the purpose of my life. I won't let you down. I love you, son." The battle for their little boy's life was lost, but Ayden's parents continued to fight for other children suffering from the same condition. So while they may not have been able to save their beloved boy, they hope in the future that other parents will be able to avoid the tragedy they've endured. They created a Facebook page called For Ayden Strong Foundation, a foundation in memory of little Ayden which fights against the disease he suffered and all pediatric cancers. They provide financial assistance to families who may be experiencing difficulties while they seek treatment and medications, and most importantly, create as many memories as possible until they find a cure. Undoubtedly another story to remind us that life can end at any moment, so take advantage of time with your loved ones and tell them how much you love them. I hope this video has helped you. If so, feel free to give us a thumbs up, comment, and share. By the way, I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, and activate the notification bell to receive the latest uploads. See you next time.